in Japanese. So, could you say おはようございます?
おはようございます。
Wow, wonderful! So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Global Relay for Life Forum in the beautiful city of Lisbon. And I'm honored to be here with all of you. My name is Nobuko Fujino. I'm a 10-year breast cancer survivor. I've become a global hero of hope class of 2022, which means I'm now an ambassador and the voice of Japan Cancer Society. Some of you must have traveled a very long distance, just like I did, taking almost or more than 24 hours to get here. It's really, and it's not an easy journey, especially for someone like me, not really fond of flying. Then why did we all make such a great effort to gather here today? Well, I'm sure some of you are probably here to enjoy nata. Did you have it? The beautiful Portuguese egg custard tarts, as it is one of the reasons I'm here too. But remember, we all have one thing in common in our mind, one big mission to accomplish, and that is to eradicate cancer. Somehow, and we all want to do something about it. We all want to make a difference, and that's why we are here today. My journey as a cancer survivor was a lot harder than my journey to get here from Japan, and certainly was much, much longer. I was diagnosed with HER2-positive breast cancer in 2013. I was, of course, shocked, but what made the situation even worse was my uncle's passing due to cancer. I had to organize his funeral right after my first chemotherapy. Imagine being diagnosed with cancer, going through chemo, and prepare a funeral of your loved one lost due to same disease. I felt I would, as if I thought, this is your future. But there was one person who saved me from the despair. It was a lady called Cookie-san, Mrs. Cookie, who was also a breast cancer survivor, and she invited me to Relay for Life in my community. Thanks to Cookie-san and everybody I met through Relay for Life, I regained my hope, the smiles of the fellow survivors who saved me, who survives the same disease, were telling me, this is your future. Cancer does not affect only the patient, as their families are called second patients. It greatly affects their families also, and my family was no exception. I have 3 children, and they went through a very, very hard time, possibly harder than mine. For me, and for my survivor friends who have children, it was true joy to see our kids running around, enjoying themselves at Relay for Life. At Relay, it was okay for us to be survivors, and it was okay for our children to have parents who are survivors. We all felt safe, and I thought, this is how the society should become. My dearest friend Cookie-san, Mrs. Cookie, told me how relay is important in our society and our community's motto to let nobody go astray, leave nobody in trouble, let nobody feel alone, we all feel scared and lost right after the diagnosis, and Relay gives us the light of hope and save us from the darkness. That's what your work does. You are saving the lives of survivors and their families. On behalf of every survivor, I'd like to thank you all for sparing your precious time and making the effort to attend this forum. Thank you for what you do, your life-saving work of Relay for Life. I was devastated when my dear friend Cookie-san passed away in year 2018, right after I joined the Relay for Life planning committee in my community. But again, it was Relay which saved me from the devastation. I relate because I received the baton from Mrs. Cookie to keep saving someone like myself and their families. Thank you everybody for all of your hard work, and let's get more united than ever, because together we are bigger than cancer. Thank you.